Very different stream today. Oh, yes. That seems to be about it. Sure. Okay. Got that one's there. Cool. I am here, I promise. I'm just getting the stream set up. Same as usual. Right, it's a very different kind of stream today. Okay. Oh. There we go. Very different setup. Hello, everyone. Yes, back to this again. Union Pacific Fan 4014. Hello, good to see you. Oh, the Discord ping. I need to do the Discord ping. I've got the stream up here so I can see the chats. Nathan the Jets, hello. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll leave that there. There we go. That's better. Nice. Drink on there. Oh, that's better. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Right. I'm hoping you can hear me just fine because this is a very similar setup as to how it is when I'm doing my normal live streams. You are going to be seeing quite a bit of leg today, so I hope that's okay with some people. Okay then. Right. Okay, so hello everyone, how are we doing? Are we doing okay? I've got the live stream chat on my phone. If I move it to about here, you can just about see it. UP fan says, I haven't done a live stream in a little while. Well, they're definitely fun. Just making sure we get enough people to tune in, of course. I still barely get 10 viewers per live stream, so that's alright. I do have my window open, so if you hear weird noises outside, I do apologise. Like now, for example. Tonks Trains, hello, thank you very much for tuning in. How you doing? So a little bit earlier than the usual live, well, yes, an hour earlier than usual. But yeah, that's some screaming noises outside. Hang on, let me close the window a little bit. Oh, a bit annoying that. Yeah, so we are going to be doing a little bit of craft work. So I have made some discoveries in regards to my layouts. So on Saturday, I did a Lego show. The video is on my channel, so make sure you check that out. The video went live yesterday, very good stuff. And setting up my layouts took between an hour and a half and 2 hours. For that size of layout, that was way longer than I expected. So the way I have things set up in the boxes at the moment is not that good, because it's very thrown about, it's very miscellaneous. There's no real sense of organization. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to make some boxes. And I'm quite good at that because I've made boxes for my express sets to go in. But what I want to do is I'm going to be making, I need to make 2 boxes? I might have something already set up for a 3rd box. So one box is going to hold the super train station. I'm going to be using this foam board square. It's a bit difficult for me to keep into frame, but I'm going to be using this as the bottom of the base for the super train station box. I'm going to build up from there, make that a thing, because that means I can get the entire station in one box like I had it previously, as well as having it in such a way where it's easy for me to store, because it's not going to be that tall. Like, for example, if I grab one of these, so I've got all of the station segments, which are like this, and they're all stacked in these sort of sideways configurations. So that's in its own little square. It's a bit difficult for me to show you at the moment, but it's done in a way where, again, it fills this particular square. So that's going to be, how tall is that? That's a measurement I need to take anyways. So that's just under 26 centimeters tall. Hello, okay, good to see you. I saw that message and I know you're all right. Yeah, so that's going to be a thing I need to make. I've got loads of cardboard, as you can see behind this. I liberated some cardboard boxes from work today, so I've got lots to play with. I just cut myself with a ruler. Well, not cut myself, scratch myself rather. Oh, right, so that can go there for now. Those 2 in the bin. And the second box I'm going to be making is probably going to be the easier one. I might have to make that one first. So this is another discovery I kind of made. So right, this message is held for review. Can I show it? Is it working? Another moderator just handled this. What do you mean just handled this? So Montague, hello, thank you very much for tuning in. What does it mean, another moderator? So your first comment is held up for review. I'm trying to press show, but it says another moderator has already handled this. But yeah, don't worry, I've had a day like that today as well. During the end of my shift, I've had a bit of a niffy time. But yes, this live stream will make everything better. It's going to be wonderful. It will be a good time. Legs reveal. Oh yes. It has a swear word in it. Yes, I know. But the problem is, I can't press show because it says another moderator. There is no other moderator. Who is the other moderator? I need to look into that because that's actually terrifying. Right, what I'm going to have to do... can I remove? I'll have to remove it for now, if it lets me even do that. Well, I don't know. But yeah, it's... Okay, that's just being stupid. Right, where were we? Yes, so... Box number 1, Super Train Station. Box number 2 is related to a discovery I made in regards to how my layout is actually set up now. So, because my layout is built in a way where all the space in the middle of the layout is actually filled in with base plates, I basically have... Oh yeah! Oh, don't fall over, goodness. A giant stack of base plates that you can barely see because the lighting in this room is terrible. Yes. And it is also sliding a little bit. But yes, I have a stack of base plates. And I thought, you know what? There's an idea that can work really well for this. So, I'm going to make a box for that. That's it. That's the box. And I'm also going to draw out a grid and label the underparts of every base plate. So as I'm putting out the layouts, all the base plates I'm getting out will be labeled in such a way where I can just continue to go along line by line. It should be very quick and easy. At least the way I have it in my mind, it works like that. And I need to draw out the grid to decide what I'm actually going to want for the grid design. Like, do I go, you know, line 1, row 1, that sort of thing. I'm not going to bother with the curved sections because they're going to go in a standard wooden crate, standard plastic crate, because that's a bit more easy and reliable for me to kind of work on. The 1x6 stretch for the shed as well is going to be in that same box. I'm pretty sure that can all fit. I'm going to have to double check that. But I am okay with this being its own. It's just a massive stack. It's so good. Right, I do actually want to make that box first because I think that would be rather excellent. And I do know how I want to go about it. So the idea, if I use these scraps, so you can, if I bring the base plates back into shot, there we go. So the idea is you can barely see them. Can I turn them in a way where you can see them more? Not really. I do apologise about the lighting, folks. This is actually quite bad. So that's going to slide off anyways. It's too heavy. Fine. So yes, that's you got the 4 walls, same old. Instead of it just being a lid and kind of taking one out at a time, I want to have one of the sides open up like that. So I've got the top bit open as well as one side, so it's easier for me to grab a base plate, put it in, as well as put them back into the box after I'm done. So that's the plan. Just a matter of getting started. Before we do, let's catch up with chat. So, okay, it says, the Leaning Tower of base plates in Denmark. Oh yes. UP fan says, things I'm making in this order. In August, a 480, a September, a Garrett, October, a triplex, plus the Britannic ship. Oh, getting ever bigger with those engines. Tom Strange says, I really like your Miracle Express. I have a question, is it based on anything? Yes, it's a real thing. So the Queen music video for Breakthrough uses that train. That's a real train. Well, technically it is a real train. It's a modified 38XX from the Great Western and a flatbed that was customized to be a mini stage. You can go to the music video. It's a real thing and it's excellent. The Lego show I did on Saturday, I brought that with me for that as well. There were plenty of people that recognized it, and I'm so happy that people knew what it was. I was like, oh yes, you know, it's cool that people get it. That's brilliant. Right, okay. So I have had a thought just before I go about this. In the future, I see myself adding a layer of plates to all of the base plates. So I'm not going to make it as tall as the stack. I'm going to make it about, how much taller do I want it? That's beyond 30. What base plate is causing the lean? I can see which ones. Can I do that? Is that going to work? Oh. Oh, I can see which one it is. That's Jesus. Hang on. Balancing base plates is not that good. Must be said. Oh, what else is loose? Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, one thing that's quite annoying with this particular layout, all of these tiny leaf pieces that I've got decorated all over the place, getting knocked loose rather often. But hopefully, if I can stack this just right, I can get it into a sort of stack where it's not going to slide around. That's better. Okay, I need to make some measurements. Do I have... Is it that one? Yes, excellent. Right, I've got my base piece sorted. Another piece of foam board. I need to make sure I don't knock over the stand holding my tablet. Oh dear. Okay, right. Where's my tape measure? There it is. Oh, the tape measure smells like clean oiled metal. Exactly 10 inches. Well, I'm going to have to take that up to 26. So 26 by 26 for the base. 10. That one there. Yeah, this is going to be a bit annoying. Oh, God. Need to shuffle everything backwards because now the foam board, that edge of the foam board is now touching the stand where the... Can you see that shaking? Yeah, that's basically as far forward as I can go. So 26. 26 on there. There we go. Yeah, there will be a few times where you see me down at this angle. Hello everyone, you okay? Yeah, this voice does have a face and a head. Oh yes. Right. Good old tri-square. I think that's what this tool is called. Tri-square. Right. Do I want two of these? One for the lid? Maybe. Right. So I can get rid of that. Yes, Montague, choo choo. And yes, okay, it is, if anything, based on the Great Western Way. Because it is a Great Western engine after all, which is very good. Right. A little bit of wiggle room to take in the edges of the track. That's good. The amount of dust is a one-day show, and yet the amount of dust this thing gathered, it's insane. Sheesh. Do I want to cut that? Well, yes, I do. Just these ones will get started. So I can do 26. How tall am I going to need each side? Oh yeah, I needed to give it a bit of lee room for the future modifications. So if I try 30? Nope. What do I want to do? I think because I'm going to be using cardboard for the walls, I'm going to have to double up on the cardboard walls just so there's a bit more reinforcement. Yes. Right, I'll tell you what, 32 tool. Right, I can borrow this thing. I'll tell you what, I haven't done this in years. Not since I was in college, so what did that come to? 26, 26, 26, 26, 32, 32, 32, 32, 26. I can make Velcro straps because I did that last time with another box. Right. Nope, that didn't work. Oh. If you are sensitive to bladed items, I recommend you look away now. This is a controlled environment. I am aware of what I am doing. Everything is okay. There's one. Oh, yeah. Right. There we go. Excellent. So, we are going to keep up discussion as I'm doing this, and I have a few things to talk about, which is very good. So, in the previous live stream, and in a past community post, you will have seen some upgraded and overhauled Thomas character mocks, which have received quite a bit of praise, which I'm very excited to see. So far I have made Thomas, or rather overhauled Thomas, Oliver and Duck. Would you, the viewing public, prefer to see each overhauled mock in its own video, or would you rather wait for me to finish overhauling all of my other models that I have in mind and then see one big video of all of the models together as a group showcase or individual ones? What would you prefer? Personally, I'm leaning more towards doing individual showcase videos, mainly because it's going to be a little while before I'm able to carry on building, before I can carry on building. But one big showcase video with multiple models just gets it out of the way all in one go. So I'm going to do a poll after this live stream, and straight away Montague says big video, or big vodio rather. But yeah, okay, it's definitely something I'll take in. Just let me know in the comment section, and we can go from there. Another thing, there will be one model excluded which will get its own showcase video. So there are countless models of Gordon out there. When I was making my Thomas characters, my model of Gordon was the second Thomas character I made. Of course, Thomas being the first. Now, my model of Gordon is so out of date, it really is. However, I have been entertained in the past by the idea of making the streamlined version of Gordon from the 2016 movie The Great Race. And if I'm going to be overhauling a bunch of models, I'm in the mood to scrap my current model of Gordon entirely and make these streamlined variants from the movie. So that'd be a very interesting thing to see. Montague, what's with the 2 redacted messages? Everything okay? So yeah, streamlined Gordon is on the way. That's a good thing. The annoying thing is, I would love to do it in the way I want to. That being, I want to use a shade of light blue. But I can't because there's no consistency with the shades of light blue and what parts are available. I have gone over this before in the past. So I'm going to use the normal blue and shades of dark blue instead. Montague says, do you know what type of locomotive Hurricane is from the Thomas movie? So Hurricane is an O10O tank engine. It was an experimental locomotive that was designed on acceleration. It was mainly to beat subway trains, I believe, but the idea was to get it up to 30 or 60 as fast as possible. And technically, it beat the target, or it beat its competitors. So it was contracted to make a few more. Again, the details escape me. But it was mainly built for the sakes of trying out acceleration, which is why it has 10 drive wheels. But yeah, it worked. UP fan says, I'm still planning to make a streamlined giant eventually. Streamlined giants, not necessarily that easy to make. The ones I've made are pretty damn good, if I do say so myself, but they do follow some design elements from existing locomotives, and you are going to have to do the same thing, of course. So, in terms of streamlining, make sure you know what kind of streamlined design you want at the front. Do you want the Bugatti nose that you would see from the A4? Do you want the upside down bathtub like with the LMS Coronation? Do you want the bullet nose that you see on so many American locomotives like the Dreyfus Hudson, for example? Do you want something that is otherwise used from other American steam streamlined locomotives? There's a few different shapes. There was, what was the other one? Do you even want it to be air smooth like the Bullied Pacifics? It's a thing that you could do. Just make sure that when you go to make it, you know what design, shape, nose, front you want. But in terms of it being a giant, that's the other thing. Make sure you got the wheel configuration in check and you know what size drive wheels you want, because that plays a big part. So for me, of course, using the duplex configuration as seen with the T1s, it's a good choice because it's big, but it's not too big. But yeah, there's things to play around with. Right, what do I want to do next? Okay. So I need to make some cardboard strips that are 32 by 26. So that can go behind. That's fine. Let's have a drink. Sponsored by Diesel Fuel. Not really though. Still not sponsored. That's alright. Okay, time to dig into my big old collection of boxes. Oh yeah. I don't care about how much tape is on the boxes because that's going to be changed over anyways. Or gone over, rather, you know what I mean. Just make sure we got 2 good squares. Yep. Right, change those over. Blade away. Safety, safety. I still remember, if you know, you know. I'll tell you what, let me go get my scissors, because that might be a bit... nah, I'll keep the blade. Oh, yeah. Good. Oh. Yeah. So yes, as you can see, still got those plastic crates there, which I will still be using for the layouts, but yeah, that's going to be reduced. Oh, I've missed the bin, god damn it. Montague says, "Hey Luke, what is your favourite loco you've made from the Giants to narrow gauge?" I can give you a few answers if you want. My favourite Giant, my favourite narrow gauge, my favourite tank engine, etc. So I'll do that because trying to pick one, there's a few I can go back and forth with. So, what I need something from this pile. That can go back there. Oh, yeah. Stream seemed to lag a little bit. I think we're all right now. Okay. No, that was for something else. I can't use that. Oh, and it does. That was more, yeah. Oh, there we go. One of them. Ow. It wasn't so much a painful experience. Oh, that's got my arm all the way up to my pinky finger tingling. There we go. Okay then. How do I want to go about doing this? Okay, because I need a little bit underneath as well. So what I'm going to do, let's start off by answering that question because this is going to take a while. UP fan says, I might try a slanted front and a bullet nose design when I get the time for a streamlined giant. Okay, sounds good. Okay, so favourite loco. Favourite giants? Dragon. Emerald Champion's been up there. There's a few first era giants that are up there. But Dragon is my baby. That's my new baby. Favourite Thomas character? It's still close between Spencer and Emily. Emily was voted the most popular and most favourite. And I kind of agree because I was so happy with that model when it was finished. Favourite tank engine? I'm going to pick another Thomas character and say Duck. Because that recently overhauled model of Duck is so good. I'm so happy with the end result. I've been talking about making an all-in detail pannier tank, but using Duck for it was the best decision. Favourite narrow gauge engine that I've made? It's a bit one-sided because I've only made a few, and there's only one that I've actually made properly, and that is my model of Starlowy, which is again another Thomas character, but it's the one that was the one that had the most detail put into it. So again, it's a bit cheating. I do want to make a few more Thomas characters in the future, so narrow gauge models in the future, which they might be Thomas characters anyway. But yeah. Oh, there we go. My phone was lagging there. I'd be worried. But yeah, in terms of favorite tender engine, I think the Streamline Coronation is still up there. Oh, a couple of horns beeping outside. Yeah. Other tender engines that were up there. My City of Truro, so when that got overhauled to 8 wide, that became an absolute banger, so that's definitely up there. The P2 got the same treatment, the Princess Royal, of course. I think the City of Truro is probably up there as one of the best as well that I've made because it looks so much better from its previous version. And in terms of its overall look, I really do like that shape and design. So Streamline Coronation is still up there as number 1, but my City of Truro is my close second. So yeah, that'll be the answer to that question. Or answers, really. Okay, time for some more cutting. Right. I might even have to go a little bit longer. Yeah, okay. So if I do 34 instead, so that way I got 2 centimeters underneath, so I can fold inwards. So I've got something to actually connect to the bottom instead of just duct tape. Okay then, right. Let's see what we can do. So we need 34 by 26. And there goes somebody who thinks he's a racing driver. Okay, so how far across? It's 48. Okay, how far is that? That's about 40. How many clean pieces can I get in that? 48. Not really. Yeah, because that'd be 52, so it's not quite wide enough. Right. Which way do I do this? It's not quite square. But it does fold that way. Right, that's going to be easier. So that's going to be 34. Yeah, so 34 this way. So that's 30. That'll be my 2 centimeters off there. I need another 4. Along there. Okay then. Let's get this tool. If I had my way, I would be using foam board because that is a much sturdier material. I might even cut out some templates and just go from there and get some foam board sheets in them. I wonder. I might be able to get them tomorrow if I'm lucky. I'll look into that. This is a duck. Hello, thank you very much for tuning in. How you doing? What have you missed? Not too much. We are measuring, cutting, and having fun stuff with cardboard. Why did I mark that one? I don't need that one. I need this one. Well, that doesn't help at all. That's better. That's 26. I'll tell you what, let me just make sure I'm getting this correct. 26. There. There we go. Cool. I think you should make Bulstrode. Another duck? Not really. Bulstrode, you know what? Bulstrode will be interesting to make to have alongside my tugs. That would be a nice float into the Thomas characters. That'd be interesting. I would like to make another tugs character, it must be said. I think going all in with Hercules again would be amazing. Or OJ. Make it. Oh, it might be better to make OJ. So I can make those fat paddles. Ah, it's tempting, you know. The parts are still around. Somewhere. I think I know where they are. Okay then. So that's my 34. Oh, yeah. I need to mark. That's my extra bit. Cool. The Thug Tugs. I mean, the Thug Tugs could be in the form of those green-eyed pirates. Or even Hercules, because he's quite gangster, you know. Right, hang on, I'm cutting into another piece underneath, which is what I don't want. This is the awkward bit. There we go. I'm finally getting around to editing my review of that Lego compatible steam generator, so it'll be out and about. So I'll be in and out of the stream a bit. Right, okay, that's fine. And yeah, that steam generator I have seen in person before. It's pretty good. Just need to make the right model to be able to use it. Okay, that is very wrong. Let me change that. That's very weird. Okay. Where were we? Yeah, it's quite hard to get in. It's quite hard to interstate. Yeah. Just gonna nod along and agree there. Oh, still hate that. I need to clean up that bottom bit because that's a mess. There we go. Right, let me get rid of that. Okay, let's get rid of this as well. There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, old man knees, you know. Oh, Jesus. There we go. Yeah, that I'll tell you what, I'll tell you a quick story about my knees. So there was a time where I was working, doing my shift same as usual, and then there was a time where I had to get to one of the lower shelves as to where I was and what I was doing. So I knelt down on this knee, or was it? I think it was this one, and I was knelt down for no longer than 2 minutes. Seriously, like just it was only a moment. I stand back up, and there's a massive swelling around there. It was where I was sat or kneeling down on the floor in such a way where it cools up. I could feel it, and I thought, nah, that can't be anything. I stand back up, and I could feel this massive golf ball bump. I thought, bloody Nora. So yeah, look after your knees. Duck says, I'm planning to put it in a West Country class or something of that sort, but I'll probably change my mind later on. Well, think of it this way. What's a tender engine you really want to make, or any steam locomotives that you really want to make? Put it in the next one. Get the design going, then redesign it so it can fit the steam generator. Why not? So that is one of my 4 panels. I wonder if I've got enough foam board on me. That's just too thin. Bugger. Did I put anything in that? I don't know. No, I'd rather that was foam board. I would much rather that was foam board. Oh, I'm a bit torn. I want to get foam board for the sides, but I've got loads of cardboard with me. I don't know if it's still worth making the rest of the side panels in cardboard because it would just be too weak. Like, this one in particular has a fold because of how I've cut it on that particular kind of box. So, what do I do? What do I do? So that I can't touch because that's the base of another box. That is for something else, which I'm going to keep. What can I do with this piece? Ah, just too thin as well. Yeah, no matter where it is, I can't use this piece either. Damn it. What do I do? What do I do? I might have to. I might have to dig into some of the bigger boxes. And I've got this one, which I was going to use, but now I no longer need. The only problem is I've wasted a bunch of good old Gorilla Tape on this. But that's 4 big clean panels I can use. Well, that's got a bit of a hole in. Yeah, Yeah, alright, fine. I'm going to use this the 4 sides on this box to begin with. Going to get some new panels, cleaner cuts, and without any stupid folds in them. I'm going to refine them, cut them out, and Merry Christmas. Okay. This is not going to be the most flattering view. Start doing it this way. So I need to. I just want to do it this way around. I think it might be quicker. So how is everybody enjoying this stream? So those of you who are still around, this is a stream style that I have done at least once before. It was in the process of me making the big old box I was using to store the Coronation Express in. And it was a good stream. It was about 2 hours long. It wasn't quite as productive as I thought it would be. But in terms of doing something different for a live stream, how are we liking this one? Is it good? Are we enjoying this? Yeah, that's not exactly the best view, but it's the one I'm going to have to go with because I need to access the inside to get my panel, cut it out and go from there. Right, so this is going to be a bit awkward, but bear with me just one moment. Oh, sodding hell. Right, I'll have to cut that on the other side. Right. There, that'll do. That's the most awkward thing I've done for a long time. Where were we? So Montague says, it's lovely, I can't remember the last time I was in a stream. That's a good thing though, it's nice to be able to see you again, so thank you for tuning in. Even for that awkward moment where I literally had my head in a box. Yubi says, I'm thinking of making a live stream on the newest locomotive I've made. Oh, that's down to you. Wait until after this stream, of course. Give everyone a chance to tune in. Doug says it's good for him, that's excellent. And Sam Brown, hello, thank you very much for tuning in. Hello from New Jersey. Hello from merry old England. Right. Let's do this properly, shall we? That'd be nice. Scrap cardboard. I'm going to get more of that. That bugs me, but I can work with that. Just chop that down a little bit, make it a bit easier for me to put in the bin. Keep this to the side. Okay. So that should be... Actually, I've got a tape measure, that's better. Well, that's just over 26. 34. Oh, just over 34, but sure, okay. I'm going to be entering 10 of my mocks into my local county fair later this summer. Ooh, I say. Into a county fair. As in, is like a show sort of thing, or are they as prizes? Like, they wouldn't be as prizes or anything like that. That'd be stupid, right? Okay, so that is not perfect. And that's bugging me. Right, I'm hesitant to go forward with cardboard now because trying to get the right shape that I want is proving difficult and annoying. Right, I am going to have to put this on hold. I'm going to see if I can get foam board tomorrow. So that way I can use foam board to cut the pieces I actually want, and then I can make the box I actually need. So yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do. What I can do though, here and now, I wonder if I can get this to work in the way I think it will, because I still have my signal box. All the pieces are just to the side there, and I need to figure out a way I want to store them. So I want to store them in a way where it keeps the two handrails, the back rail, and the staircase all built up, because whilst that was in the other plastic crates, they bounced around a lot and they shattered basically, and that wasn't good. They'll be judged to hopefully earn some more ribbons. Last year I got one for my 264 Intercity tank engine. Ah, now that is cool. A local fair. Never mind just a Lego show, but including it in a fair. Yeah. I wonder if I could try and pull that off for the like. That'd be cool. Hey, a quick question. If you played Cuphead, it's okay if you haven't. If you have the Snoopy train, it actually looks cool. I have not played Cuphead, but I remember watching a Let's Play when it first came out, as well as watching a live stream because people are just mad like that. But yeah, sadly I haven't played it. I can't remember what that train looks like. There is a train in there, in that game. I don't remember what it looks like, but in terms of build suggestions, we've gone through this. So sadly, not quite for me. Right, let's figure this out. So if I tell you what, just a temporary piece of Gorilla Tape. Right, box acquired. Let's see how well. Let's move all these other tools out of the way. Take it over there. Right. Let's see how well my signal box fits into here. Good starting point will be the roof and the main pillar piece. Can I put it in that way? Oh, I could, but I've got the two studs in the way. Damn it. So it'll have to be that way around. Ah, that's so perfect. Okay, right. So that does fit in there. So if I tip it this way, that's the box. That's the space I've got to play with a little bit of wiggle room. That's good. Because I'm wondering if I could, in fact, slot in a wall. So if I grab this, I'll just take the roof. That's in there. Yeah. Maybe add a few compartment walls to the inside of this box. So the signal box itself is protected and can be transported with ease. Maybe that's not even necessary. Just looking at this. Yeah, I quite like that. I think the staircase, if anything, would need rebuilding again. But given that the base plates are going to have their own special box, the two corners and hopefully the engine shed segment is going to get enough space to go in that same box. I don't mind making another one because I can copy this stacked base plate idea, because that really will work and it's excellent for the segment, the shed segment that is. But yeah, that's very dark to see. But I can say the signal box has a box. I'd rather keep that flat, to be honest. I want to lower that down a little bit. Sam says it's not that there's a Lego section, it's just they have different categories based on size and you can enter anything that fits a particular footprint. So what category competition thing are you entering your Lego trains in? This is very curious indeed. Right, how tool. 20 centimeters. Right, okay. What do I need? I need this thing. Wow, I was way off. That's 19 and a half. That's not 20. Each one is a different category because they're all different shapes and sizes. Yeah, I get that you're entering 10 different shape and size Lego trains, but is this its own thing? I don't quite understand what what will get them a ribbon. That's the thing. What are they up against in order for your models to win a ribbon? That's what I'm struggling to understand. If I actually tip this box sideways, is everything going to be okay? Yeah, seems to be. Like, is this like a crafting competition of sorts and they're allowing Lego models? That's what I'm a bit confused on. Oh, there it goes. I'll tell you what, let me take all that lot out because that doesn't need to stay in there now. Yeah, right, okay then, gotcha. That is cool though, like in a crafting competition of sorts, they are permitting. The other way around? Yeah. But yeah, when it comes to crafting related competitions and whatever else, they are permitting Lego to be a viable category. Well, not maybe not category, but a viable permitted. What's the word? Method of construction, I suppose, compared to people who have entered models made out of cardboard and recycled materials from home, that sort of thing. Yeah, fair enough. That's pretty cool. Right, lovely. So that's those. Oh, without knocking things over. Oh god. Right, where were we? Tools out the way. Lego out the way. Thumbs out the way. Actually, it's mostly clothes, tapestries, rugs, jewelry, pottery, and ceramics. With a Lego train amongst that lot. Yeah, that's definitely a bit of a standout, but yeah, fair enough. Nope. Right, now I have to very gingerly cut this cardboard. Great. because this is going to work. Yeah, this isn't exactly the wisest thing I'm doing right now. How do I do this? Alright. I think just doing it by hand like this is better. Careful. Everything's under control. Don't worry, Gromit. I've got it. Yeah, this bit's the awkward bit, because this is the corner where it overlaps like that and is glued together. So, if I saw through this instead... There we go. That's better. There's obviously a few sculptures, paintings, logo mocks, etc. And there's also another competition for food. Oh yeah, good old fairground stuff. Oh, I haven't been to a fair in forever. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into seeing how possible that is. Right, I might want to keep that. Right, let's put everything back in. Let's see how this looks. So, building, roof, handrails. There we go. Bit of wiggle room along the. Can you see that? Kind of. So there's about that much. Yeah, about that much space between the top of the handrail and the top of the box, which is okay because a bit of wiggle room is ideal in order to get things in and out, of course. We'll lie these two final bits along the top. Doesn't go any taller than that. Okay then. Do I want a folding lid or do I want an actual lid? I think I want folding. Oh Christ, my PC just lost power. Again, which happened in the last stream. Last year there was a CSX Railroad Diesel switcher in the same category as my 264, and we somehow both got first place ribbons. Don't ask how, because I don't know. Well, I suppose they just couldn't decide on a winner. But if stuff like that's going to be in there, then you know what? Fair enough. Right. I can't use that. May as well try and use this. The way of having a nice fold over lid. Just something like that. And I can have something like, again, another Velcro strap of sorts just to keep that tied down in the middle. Yeah, okay, so let's do that. Right, I want Also, this 264, have I seen this before? Is this a model that you've shared in Discord? Because I was just thinking, if it's something that got first place, I want to see what this model looks like. Okay, so that's what I need for the lid. Go through, just cut that up. That can be our folding point. I don't really feel like sharing them because I build everything in rainbow brick. Well, it doesn't take away from how good the model will be. I can understand that because the whole point of building in rainbow bricks is it's the parts, you've got the actual parts itself, you just need to get them in the right colours. You can still share it if you want to, but yeah, I don't want to push you into doing it. If you don't feel like sharing, then fair enough. Okay then, so I want that to be my folding point. I have double-sided and which way round? So that's okay. That kind of loosens it up a little bit. If I go away. So that can now sit like that. And the signal box rather, is protected. All right. Also, I don't have Discord to begin with because my Chromebook doesn't have enough memory. Oh, fair enough. With so many people in the Discord server, it's difficult to remember who's actually in there or not. Montague saying Chumish. Yes, every time I think of Thomas, I can't help but think of how the Fat Controller says Chumish. It's very, very funky in its own way. Chumish. From the Discord, yeah. That was me doing that. Okay. Lid on box. Accomplished. I think 3. Do we want one on each side and do it that way? Maybe, yeah, I'll make 3 Velcro straps. Okay, so I'm going to duct tape that down. And then we're going to call it a day. Be careful. Oh, that's been applied wrong because of course it has. That's a weird, stupid angle. Can I trim that down? I should be able to. Yep, there you go, get rid of the duff bit. Okay, so that's now on there. That's that. we go. Yes. So that was an interesting stream. Some things got done. Obviously not that much, because over the span of an hour and, well, at the moment 16 minutes, soon to be 17, this was all we got. That's all we really got done. But that's okay. In this stream, we got some things noted down, some things to take on in the future. I'm going to be playing with this for a little bit. But yeah, we did a stream. That's pretty good. So this is one of those streams where, again, going back to what I said a stream or two ago, I need to get on and do more of these, because when there's nights where I'm not doing anything, or if I have something like a project to get on with, why not stream it? It's a good thing to do. They're fun. So yes, I will try to keep up with that as much as I can. I've got things to do afterwards, which isn't that much exciting. Again, I got to label all of these base plates in terms of getting a grid sorted. So yeah, that's a thing to figure out. But that'll have to be done another day. So thank you everyone so much for tuning in. This was a very different stream, a very weird one. Let's get that out of the way for the final moments. Oh, I hope everyone enjoyed seeing my legs. I need to stretch them. Oh god. Oh, jeez, my knees. Yeah, sat cross-legged for over an hour. It's not the best thing ever. Oh, but yeah, we had a good time. Had a good conversation going in the chat, focusing on some crafting. I'm not too sure what happened about Montague's question earlier. Well, it said to delete it, so that's fine. But yes, everything's pretty much done. We are good to go for the day. I'm not working tomorrow. I have a day off work tomorrow. So very maybe, depending on how things go, I might do another stream where we continue with this. Because why not? That all, of course, depends if I can get some more foam board. If I'm not able to get more foam board tomorrow, then I'm not going to do that. There's very little for me to... I don't really want to continue with the cardboard because it's too weak for my liking. There's no box I could get to a desirable size. So getting everything I got with me, all this stuff, that was hopefully to be chopped up a lot. I kind of remembered, oh yeah, cardboard's not exactly the strongest thing ever. So yeah, it's foam board or bust, and something tells me I'm going to be going down the bust route. So once again, thank you very much for watching, everyone. In the description, you can find a link to the LEGO Ideas website where you can support my project for the Miracle Express. It is currently on 229 supporters, I think, out of 10,000. This did wonders over the weekend. It is the actual locomotive itself. It's bubble wrapped and kind of looked after at the moment. But yes, if you haven't seen the vlog from the LEGO show I did on Saturday, make sure to do that because the layout looks excellent. It got a lot of attention and it was a lovely show. So one last time, thank you everyone so much for watching, and for the last weird shot, ever onward. Okay, take